They have all that.
I
Okay.
could not imagine. Oh,
I
John.
know. I
Yeah.
know. Me neither. It's intense. But
Jesus
she's got it's
Christ.
a mental disease that they really believe that they can menstruate. They believe that they can have a child. They it's like the hormones are so
They
like
believe what? They believe that they can actually menstruate?
uh-huh.
I don't believe it, Jay.
Because women can the transgender women can have they can have milk that comes out of their nipples just from the elevated
But
hormones. They
why would
can
you
do
want to menstruate? I don't
they
even know
want
any women that want to menstruate.
I know. They want to think that they're actually a woman, that they can actually have children.
Listen, even feminists are smart enough to know, or they're smart enough to advocate for, even if they doing it to their own demise or their own,
Yeah.
making it worse for them. The things that they think that they're advocating for that's in their benefit, let's just say, for example, to make as much money as men, equal, whatever, they smart enough to advocate updating family court laws that will work against them, right? I don't
Yeah.
understand the logic of somebody that would advocate for something that even women don't want to be bothered with on a regular basis. That makes no sense to me.
They just want to be a woman so bad.
That's
They
crazy.
want it so bad that they want to feel like they can do everything a woman can do, but we know that's not the case. They will never have a uterus. Even if they have a vagina and a clitoris that's been fabricated and they can stretch that open so they can actually have, penetration and all that. I know it's intense, but it happens. They
Oh my God.
with all of that, they will never have a uterus. They will never be able to drop eggs and give birth, and they don't like that.
So, okay. You know what? I'm gonna get me a person on here that's trans. I'm gonna interview him, and I'm gonna have you sitting right here next to me.
Come on with you.
I'm
Let's do
gonna
it.
have you sitting right here next to me, having a
Yep.
conversation because you're gonna ask some stuff that I can't think of,
Oh,
that
of
I
course.
can't even
I got
imagine.
you.
Because I mean, think about it. Like, okay, so based off of what you know, because I am completely out of the loop. So let's say
Hmm.
that they transition and they have this manufactured vagina, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
That sounds crazy, first of all. But let's say
It,
that
it
this
is.
is true.
It's a crazy process.
They can't experience or feel. Because, okay, you will never truly know what it means or what it feels like to have an orgasm as a man to come, right? Like
Yes.
you just can't. It's impossible. I could describe it. It is probably the most euphoric moment. It's eye opening. It's like taking a limitless pill, but at the same time, your body is just completely in a whole different space. I mean, it is the wildest feeling in the world.
Yes.
I wonder why God gave it to us because it is very much the thing that
Obviously
can be
use
our,
it.
but it could be. I mean, why did He make it feel so good, right? But then at the same time, I could be talking to my chick, and we could be having a conversation, and in her mind, there is nothing like the orgasms that she has, right? And even though we could talk, or we can, she experiencing it, or I'm experiencing my version of it, I don't want to know. I don't want to feel. Try to even remotely feel what she feel because what I feel is too great.
Yeah. And it's different because you're a man and she's a woman and you're happy with
And it's
that.
supposed to be that way.
Yeah. But you have to
That's like I would
understand.
never want to know what it feels like to have childbirth. That sounds crazy to me.
Yeah, thank God. Blessings. Men are always like, oh, women have it so easy. No, we don't. Not during childbirth. No, thank you. We do not. But yeah. So that's interesting. It feels like, yeah. So did you read that super chat?
Yeah,
That
that's my
was
guy Cliff. Yeah, I read it. He was talking about his wife, and here I'll read it out loud. He said, "Shout out to Cliff Williams, my guy up in Canada." It says, "My wife just said she has a T client that said it feels like it's having periods. It made her." Oh, hold on.
yep.
Where's
That's literally what I've heard. Hmm.
Siri? For some reason, Siri jumped up on my MacBook. My bad. It probably sounded weird as ever, but
Something.
it said just had a client. His wife had a client that said it feels like it's having periods and made her cringe.
Hmm.
It's crazy. Shout out to Cliff. I appreciate you, bro.
So they do believe that. They believe that they're menstruating. They will do put in time. They'll take pregnancy tests. They do all that. Like they really like it's psychologically. It's mental, obviously mental health challenges
Greatness. Great.
and the hormone
This is
imbalances.
crazy. This is insane. Greatness to work. Shout out to you. Says they will never have a pelvic bone. Bottom line.
Oh, very true. Very true.
I can't. I can't. So listen, let me do a little bit of housekeeping because I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to. I don't want to dive too much more into it because we're gonna be
Mhm.
shooting so much. We're gonna be shooting content this weekend
Yeah.
in
We
person.
got a lot more to cover in person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make sure y'all subscribe to Janelle's page, her YouTube channel. The link is it's tagged in the title, but it's also in the description. A direct link to her YouTube channel, and also to her Instagram. That is also in the description of the video. Um, because you're gonna see a lot more content from Janelle, and she got so much going on behind the scenes and all of that. But um, yeah, I'm an in-person person. I mean, these is cool, you know what I'm saying, because they're
Yeah.
convenient. But I'm
It
also an
makes it
in-person
better.
person because I can't wait to be able to kick it with you. Because then you can feel the vibes of a person. You know what I'm saying? So it's different.
Yeah, it's that energy, that connection. It's just and it's more magnetized for everyone watching. So yeah, it'll be. I'm very excited.
Yeah. What do you?
Yeah.
What do you? What's the? If you had to leave the people, with a final thought, what would that be? It could be
I,
anything. Anything.
yeah, I would say um, to if you want to be good at anything, you have to work at it. So I think, thank you, Yana. It's sweet. I think my final thoughts would be to have lasting, passionate, orgasmic relationships or relationship if you're with one person, you have to work on it. And
Yeah.
that often means, like with anything, any skill set, if you want to learn karate or you want to learn how to be a barber or a pianist, you hire someone to help you. So practice makes perfect. You want to be good at relationships, intimacy, and sex, you got to work at it. It doesn't just happen. In fact, over time, the law of entropy and atrophy, things get worse, not better. So, yeah.
My guy Freezy says when she told the transgender man on Jubilee that she felt he still was feminine even though he thought he was masculine. I knew Janelle was a gang.
Oh, you guys should have felt the energy in the room. That all, even though I was sad, even the women on the feminists or the non-feminist women were like, "We don't feel that way," and I was like, "Come on, guys, don't." Are we not supposed to be on the same side? They're like, I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm like, y'all are lying, or you're just trying to be nice. Don't encourage this fiasco.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't encourage bad behavior.